Holy crap. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I am like, holy crap. That is some badass racing. And I'm so damn like, I'm out of my head. I can't believe he almost lost to Hunter Lawrence in the very end. So we'll get to that in a second. We'll give just a minute, let some people get in here. Tar, what's happening, my man? Talk about Crasher. What's up with Webb? Right? Yeah, that's a couple bad mistakes. And Tar, thinking about Webb, think about how hard it was for him to gain points last year and for him to be down 21 after it's been 2 rounds and he's almost a full race down. But what is up, Tar? Thank you, man. I always see your comments. If I don't always comment to them because they're always like a page long, I try to get through as many as I can, but I appreciate you, brother. Micah Wassell, what's up? Cobalt, my very first mob member. What is happening, OG? Let's see. Who else we got here? Cooper Webb has been crashing a lot. Yes, I picked him to win, but I knew he was in trouble after that. It all started with that mistake in the heat race. That start was set up to where you had to at least be in the top 10 to get a gate pick that would really set you up for that start. And he just didn't do it. So William 642 Nano Extreme, no good. Email me. Let's talk. Let me know what's going on with that. Cause that is not normally what happens. That stuff is good. And I would like to know if it's not, why. Please hit me up, brother. ChrisCooksandMedia@gmail. If you've tried it and you don't like it, I would be surprised, but email me. Let's get that figured out. Cause I'm not selling snake oil. That stuff's good. Let's see, guys. What do you want to do? You want to start with the 250s or what would you like to do? 250s or 450s? Throw some comments in here. You know what? Stealing Ferdano 6944. Let's start with the Degan pass. That's a great place to start. I think it was fine. If that was on anyone but his teammate, would you guys say anything about it? He came in there, and I know, like you can even tell, Anstey's such a professional that he's like, listen, I knew I was in a bad spot, but he's probably so used to being in that exact same spot on the practice track and not having Degan take up that extra room. That's for the race. That's not, practicing at the farm. It is what it is. Like he knew that he messed up by not anticipating it, and that's on him. And he knows it. And you could see it and hear it in his voice. Anstey's cool with it. I mean, he's not cool with it, but he also knows, yeah. Yeah. But let's see. Yeah, Degan is back on top. Who'd have thought? I really thought it would take a couple rounds. I wasn't sure if he'd win. We'll run through the 250s here, guys. Let's see. And by the way, if you haven't checked out the show with me and Matt Hammer, who's just texting me right now, he thinks Chase Sexton needs a mental coach. And I'll get into that in a minute. But I do think the Kawasaki has been redeemed. That bike doesn't look that bad. And to see what Prado did tonight, that's more like what it was. But Hayden Degan, wow. He's good. He needs to figure out Anaheim and the very first race of the year. I don't know what it is with him in that race, if he talks himself out of it, if he needs one race to get going. But he's in mid-season form. He'll probably wrap this up early. But it's tough when you become such a favorite like he is to just win all the time. Sometimes it almost takes getting beat to light his fire. And that's the one thing about Degan is he has to have that fire. What do you think about McAdoo, though? Holy crap. Listen, that guy has been in some dark places with those injuries, his age, and all the things that I'm shocked he still has a career, let alone getting podiums. Cameron McAdoo is an absolute savage. I would not want to race against him. Honda Cowboy, what's good with you? I would not want to race against Cameron McAdoo because he's scary, scary, scary. Yeah, it's dangerous to be around him, but his pure determination, wow, that was crazy. He's pretty impressive to watch. I was glad to see Michael Mosman. That dude, the sport's better when you get a character like Michael Mosman up there on the podium and Levi Kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna keep calling him Lawn Chair. One of you guys in this chat room last week nicknamed him the Lawn Chair because he folds. He 100% folded again. He was the best guy. He's been consistently the fastest guy on the track, but he's mentally beaten. Yeah, speaking of mental coaches, you're right. That dude needs a mental coach. He is already defeated. Even in timed qualifying, when you saw Degan go out there, as soon as Degan beat his time, he lost his marbles and jumped off the track and landed on that tough block. By the way, I love those tough blocks. And I mean, obviously, we should still keep looking for another option that's even better. But, just because he landed on the landed on the tough block and crashed, that doesn't mean they're bad. What that means is don't land on the damn tough block. The things that used to piss me off about those is when they would get clipped and fly onto the track and hit guys that weren't even involved in the incident. Kennedy Dawkin, 4802. Looked as he injured something after the whiskey launch. I don't think so. And it's confusing because, here we go. Honda Cowboy. Thank you, my man. I appreciate the super chat. And I thank you more than you thank me, my friend. But back to that. Yeah, I don't think he was hurt. And I think it kind of got confusing the way Ricky was describing it because he was so confused. I swear to God, Ricky's the worst announcer in the history. Have you guys ever seen that movie Dinner for Schmucks where they invite stupid people and they bring them in and they trot them around? I'm thinking there's like these executives that put the dumbest people in the booth and they're like secretly behind texting, can you believe I got this idiot to be able to talk? But yeah, Ricky was lost out there. He's talking about Hunter Yoder's knee, and then he references half of that into Kitchen. He didn't know where he was going. He was horrible, horrible. Diffie's not that great, but at least he's an announcer. Ricky, all he does, how many times do you hear, remember when I talked about, oh, God, like just find some new phrases, my man, or just shut up once in a while. Okay, back to Levi Kitchen. He did okay. Max Anstey, this is going to cost him. I really believe. Oh, Tyler McCann. I've just learned to tune Ricky's nonsense out. Man, I wish I could. I really wish I could. It's bad. It's bad. I don't know why, but every time he says it, it's like now that I've noticed it, I can't stop noticing how much dumb stuff he says. Maybe you could just start a support group. I don't know. I can't stand him. And knowing that he's a horrible person is actually even worse. So I don't know. Ricky sucks. I loved it when James was there. You guys will notice, I did not complain about him one bit last week because James was in there covering for him. Damn, James is awesome. Okay, yeah, Kitchen, man, I don't know what I would tell him. I don't know. Hymus, holy crap. I thought he was going to lose his life. It was gnarly. He seat bounced, threw it up, and he was a passenger. And you could tell that he was like, oh crap. I was glad he didn't. I don't know. I'm sure that probably hurt his wrist or something. Because when you tighten up like that, when you know you're about to. Jay Jones. Jay Jones MX09. Thank you. You keep on keeping on, my man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's so cool. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I think it's so cool when people do super chats. That's just awesome. The fact that somebody wants to come on here, talk moto, and do a super chat, that's the coolest thing in the world. It's a nice country we live in. But Chance Hymus, man. And what I was getting at is when you tighten up like that, even if you don't crash, sometimes you can pull something. And I guarantee he was having like flashbacks, like, oh my God, am I going to miss another season? Why did you stop saying what's up, guys? I don't know. I don't know. Just jump on. I thought I'd try something a little different. If you'd like, I can go back to it. Whatever works for you guys. I don't know. That was the thing I started with for a while, and now I just jump into whatever I'm talking about. Sometimes I say it. What is up, guys? There you go. There's your what's up, guys. But yeah, I was glad Hymus got out of there in one piece. And yeah, it was terrifying. Ryder DeFrancesco, he didn't podium, but he still showed he was fast all day. He looks like a different guy. Mika. God damn, why can't I always screw your name up? Micah, what's happening? How are you? Um, Hymas should be studied at these facilities and what to do in that situation. He really should. I don't know that there's anything you do. Once you sit back, Zack Attack, was it you that originally nicknamed him Lawn Chair last week? That and mustaches both got me in trouble last week. There were some really mad people that I called Levi Lawn Chair, and then I made the comparison with mustaches. So, uh, Jeremy Maines sent one media gift memberships. I don't know what that is or how you did that, but that's pretty cool. Um, that's awesome. I'll have to look into see and find out what the hell that is. It's pretty cool. You guys have some stuff on there that I don't know. Um, Forgot what I was talking about, but Ryder DeFrancisco, he is as good as he was to get on the podium, and I think he's going to get back there. He believes he is there. Let's see, Robert Bailey. Yeah. I do have a problem with Deeg's pass. Do you think Feld will penalize Deegs? They hate him. Very good. I was actually thinking that exact same thing, and that's why I spotted your question there. I'm not sure. They might. They might. They do have it in for him. While you might not have liked it, it wasn't like an illegal pass. You can be mad at it, but I don't think you can necessarily. Oh, you gifted any viewer a membership. You're the man, Jeremy. Thank you. But yeah, it's. Do I have to pick the member? I wonder. I'll have to figure that out. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. If they penalize him, I'm going to lose my crap. But yeah, they're always looking for reasons to get Degan under control. They don't like it. It wasn't a T-bone. It was a racing incident. And like I said, had Max Anstey, if that was anyone besides, okay, let's say Degan makes that move on Hymas, Kitchen, those guys stand it up because they know, okay, this guy's going to hit me. Anstey trusted that they were too good of friends. That's his bad. So I love when you say what's okay. Stop typing the same thing. Then I'll start saying what's up, guys. Back by popular demand. No problem. I can do it. Max Voland. Hey, how fun was that in the heat race with Hunter Yoder and Max Voland both going 1-2? Kendrick, thank you for joining the mob. Seeing the Club MX guys, nobody's having more fun than the Club MX guys. They've partnered with New Motorsports, the ones that gave away the electric bike on my channel. I might have had something to do with hooking those guys, getting them together, but it's a good team that's good for the sport. It's pretty cool. That 1 point the AMA just gave Deegs will be used as taking championship points away from Deegs. It might. The way this system's set up, every point gets closer to an actual point deduction. And I don't mind. If you want to do that, and I would actually be more okay if they penalized him for the move on Anstey than skipping the post-race press conference when you're in fourth place. You can't do that. If you want to keep penalties to on the track, that's fine. I might not like it, but I actually understand it. What they did is technically illegal, and it's a labor law violation. But you have to watch my other video to see all that. Dylan Schwartz, nice to see him come out of the LCQ and look pretty good. Man, what is up with my guy Carson Mumford? I love that guy, and I don't know why he's not showing what he is. I'm going to have to call him and see what's going on with him, but I was definitely bummed out. How about Eli Tomac? And, okay, Robert Barney, yes, I'm glad you caught that Roxson off the track thing. I don't like that. That drives me insane that you can make a mistake, go off the track, and while he did lose a tiny bit of time, I really think that you should have to stop. A stop and go penalty. Like once you leave the track, you must stop and then re-enter. You made a mistake. You don't get to just take a mulligan. When a pro golfer shanks it, they don't say, "Hey, just throw another ball down. You didn't hit anyone." It doesn't work that way. So Kitchen stood Anstey up and Ricky acted like, oh, well. He spoke differently about Deegs and Anstey. Oh, Ricky's a tool. I don't even want to try and analyze whatever that guy's thinking. But Tomac, can you guys believe that? The old man, and I am dead set. And you guys know I did a 180 when I saw him in Canada, talked to him, got the quality time. He told me about what was going on with Yamaha. I thought he loved that frame. I thought he wanted to stay there with the cable clutch. Seeing him go to KTM, a team that they had a hard last year. And while Chase, said that team sucked and blah, blah, blah. The thing is you got to understand, none of those guys knew they were going to have jobs. The whole company was being sold. They didn't know. That's hard, man. And, for those guys to suck it up, stay there, get Eli Tomac and say, hey, you want a cable clutch? We're going to build you a cable clutch. That's, dude, I'm sorry. That is one of the coolest things I've seen in this sport for a 33-year-old past champion to jump on a bike and a team that one of the hottest properties and Chase Sexton basically just said, you suck, I'm leaving. And he's won the first 2 races. Wow. Aloha to you, Matthew V. So yeah, I can't believe it. And Hunter Lawrence, I wasn't sure Hunter had that in him. And I do believe it got closer than it should have been at the end. Eli said, I wasn't paying attention. He was marking Roxson. He didn't know Hunter. He thought Hunter had already given up and was out of it. And I can't believe Hunter didn't blast him. He said, I would have been too dirty. Deegs would have done it. I don't know. I have to look back and say, I don't know, man. Would you guys, you tell me, should Hunter Lawrence have blasted Eli? I thought he was going to, and I would have been okay with it. I mean, you don't like it, but it's racing, man. It's the last lap for the win. I get it. He's a legend, but I would have slammed him, and I think he should have. I don't know. So, yeah, it's I think he might look back on that one, and I can even see it on him in the podium. I see a couple comments about Marchbanks. Marchbanks crashed this week, and let's see, Cooksey Media, how come Ricky never says the betting ads always lead? I don't know. He's probably just better at it. Marchbanks crashed this week, hurt himself. I did reach out to him, and he was very coy about what he told me. He said the team has been absolutely amazing to him. They're working everything they can to give him what he needs to succeed, and he'll be back soon. He did not give me a specific time or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm glad to see Sexton doing what he's doing. That's got to give him a little bit of confidence knowing that Chase could do that. So anyway, Hunter, what a ride, but it sucks, man. He's going to be known as Mr. Second Place. Like, it's his brother, it's Eli. When his brother went out in the summer, it was Chase. Like, it's crazy. Jerry Maines, you are correct, sir. He is not dirty, but it is racing. Off the track, what the Lawrences have done is dirty. And he's probably thinking, well, I've already done all this. He's already unpopular enough for the things they've done. So I get it. Part of me respects it, but part of me is like, I would have done it. Ken Roxson, going off the track like that, I don't like that. I think you should get a penalty. When he really scared me was when he went off the track on the finish line and just about lost it, but he went to the outside of Tomac, and Tomac scrubbed it, and he had nowhere to go. That was one hell of a save. I mean, that guy is explosive early in the races, and I don't think it's necessarily his body fatigue why he fades out. I think he mentally fatigued halfway through that main. That was intense, man. That was a lot of, that's so much focus, and with their lives on the line like that, it's gnarly. And when I say lives on the line, I really do. If you guys saw the Alpine Star data on Justin Barcia, he pulled 27.6 Gs, something like that when he hit. And I was doing some research, and it looks like anything over 30 typically is fatal, and he hit 27 Gs when he hit the ground. That's crazy that he's okay. Thank God for the Alpine Star vest, that blue. I almost think those should be required. We need some videos of you ripping around on the e-bike. I did a while ago. I haven't been riding much lately. I don't know why. I just haven't got out there. I should get out and get some more videos, but I'm always so busy riding. I don't film anything because I just like to go riding when I'm going riding. But yeah, Sexton, he's going to be okay. He's 18 points down, but he's going to get some wins, and I'm not nearly as worried as I was about the Kawasaki before. How about Joey Savacci? Does he finally believe in himself? Oh my gosh. So I saw him on press day. He was the first guy doing that, that tricky 3 out of the turn. Almost all of the 250s were doing 2 out of the turn, but he was doing the 3. He was the first guy to pull the trigger on that. He looked flawless. And I was like, why can't he do that on race day? He looked so much better than Hunter Lawrence the day before. Yeah. So I was just stoked. I hope Joey can build off of that. I think he can get in the podium. Absolutely. He's that good. Justin Cooper, man, I thought he might have a rabbit in his hat when he was doing that whoop section where he was jumping and going over it. I was like, did this fool just figure something out that nobody else could? Is he going to get a win? Did you guys like that whoop section with the tabletop? I loved it. I love when they throw curveballs, something different that these guys aren't used to. That is, I like it. And it worked. I thought it worked out really good and made for some really great racing. And by the way, Sexton on Webb, I don't think that was dirty either, but he's like, I'm going to the front. You're in my way. Boom, get out of here. I'm sure Webb doesn't like it, but that's racing, man. When we're getting 180 turns, going for it, that's what happens. He did it to Webb in fifth. Hunter passed up on doing it for first. What the heck? Dylan Ferrandis, hey, 2 top 10s for the Ducati. That's phenomenal. I thought that bike was a piece of crap afterward. After like I watched it in the GPs and I was like, they're going to struggle. And then Dylan comes out saying how great it is. And I was like, I don't know. He kind of said that before. Yeah. JD, you love the track? Oh, Dark Mean 65. I saw something sparking. That is the titanium foot pegs hit a rock. Saw that too. It happens quite a bit, especially on the Suzuki because they're trying to find lightweight. So they're using all that titanium. And when the rocks hit it, it looks like a little spark show. Can you guys believe Malcolm Stewart? I'm just blown away. And I'm a big believer in rest when you're hurt. And he didn't do that. But that's when you hit your head. I don't think you shouldn't have a choice when it's your shoulder, your knee. Go ahead and give him the choice. And I commend him. I think he might be the strongest, baddest ass dude. Like these guys are warriors between him, McAdoo, RJ. Wow. I'm blown away. I just literally cannot believe what these guys do and how much risk they take and what they battle through. And that is why I fight for them to get profit sharing. These dudes are not going to age well with these bodies breaking down and doing that stuff. It has consequences. And when they're 40, 50, 60, I just wish they got more money. That's it. And I really believe that. And I want to make this better. And so that's why I fight for these guys. When you see that kind of heart from a guy like Malcolm Stewart, how can you not want them to get their due? Anything on Faulkner? Banged up as the report. He'll be fine. Same with Oldenburg. I actually spoke to the team manager at Beta, and Carlin Gardner, great dude, was a hell of a racer too. He said he's going to be okay. Nothing's broken, I don't think. But anytime you lay unconscious, it's not good. Hopefully they sit him down for 4 to 6 weeks. And yeah, like I told him, I did tell him Josh Hill's waiting on the phone call. He's ready to fill in for Beta. I mean, you never want to be a guy that calls for fill-ins, but they need someone on the Beta. So I'm going to go ahead and just say, put Josh Hill on it. He's going to get in the main event. That's about it, but it's going to be fun because it's Josh Hill. Jason Anderson, he was quiet all night. I don't know what happened. He was good, but he looks more like, I don't know. He looks more like the guy I saw last year instead of the guy I saw win that World Supercross Championship. He'll have his nights. I'm not hitting the panic button. He just had a bad night. And it's hard when you look at the speeds and they're all like the top 10 and 15 are separated by less than a second. Track position matters. It's huge. Tar, he looks like an old man. Who's that? Anderson? Maybe he doesn't look like what he used to. RJ Hampshire, I thought he'd be better, and everyone talked about him on the 450. Is he gonna smooth out? I didn't think he would, but I didn't think we'd see this much mayhem this early. And Prado, one-hit wonder. He was gone. I think he's better than that. He's not as good as he was in Anaheim, and he's not as bad as he was here. I think you're going to see Jorge Prado around 8, 9, 10. I think Prado got arm pump or something, because if you watch him in that heat race, as soon as, hey, thank you for joining the mob, Todd Tolan. If you look at Prado in the heat race, he had like arm pump or something, because as soon as he got past, it was like he went and let them go. Yeah, so I don't know, and that's why I don't want to overreact on this, because he's flying in the whoops, he's hitting those rhythms, and maybe he just got, it happens. They say get tight. You have a couple oh crap moments. You grip too hard. Next thing you know, you got arm pump. And who knows? Did he ride too hard on Friday? There's a lot to it, but I wouldn't write him off yet. I still think after what I saw at Anaheim 1, while I don't expect him to be on the podium, I still think you're going to see Prado between 5 to 10 almost every week. and maybe a podium on good nights. Justin Hill, man, I love Justin Hill. He's getting better though. 14th, not bad. Christian Craig, oh man, come on, guy. I really thought Christian Craig would be better after seeing what he did in World Supercross. Vince Freezy, and that's pretty much it for the field. We had McElrath. Gosh, he's just a 250 guy. I wish he could ride a 250. This is my first year not paying to watch from Canada. I don't feel bad since the riders don't get a piece. You don't feel bad? Oh, for paying. Okay, no problem. Yeah, steal it. They're not getting a piece. Screw them. Doofy and Donkey are so bad. We want more Weege. Yeah, Weege is good. Weege is good. Almost anyone's good. It's just you have to get up there. Brayton is amazing, but he's got to stop. He's got like 10 catchphrases that he uses, just like RC. What does he say? He says, it's going to be exciting. Gotta love. We talked about. If you played a drinking game and drank every time they said that, you'd be wasted in no time. And if he would just listen, do it like Adam Cincerillo does, where Adam just talks. He just tells us what he's seeing. It's great. Let's see. You didn't hear Deegs get booed? Oh, he definitely got booed. When you can hear it on camera, because it usually on TV, when you're in the stadium, you can hear it really loud. But when you're on TV, it's hard to hear. If you can hear it on TV, it's deafening. So he definitely was getting booed. But you got to remember, that's Metal Militia Town. Like that's California, Southern Cal. Like for him to get booed there is tough. Grant Langston would be good in the booth. Celine Friend. Yes, you're absolutely 100%. Grant Langston is gold in the booth, but the problem is they don't like him because he's not controllable. Grant does what Grant wants, and he stands up for what's right. The real JD, I would love to help you out. You have my email. You're talking about, oh, you're laughing at the guy. Well, that guy said nano didn't work. He's crazy. There's no way. There's no way. If he tried it, unless he's the one guy that's allergic to it, it works. It works really good. You guys know. You guys have all tried it. Let's see. What else was there, guys? Sexton's 10-cent head got in the way again. How crazy is it that 2 years in a row at San Diego that he does that? Like he's hit the gate 2 times, both in San Diego. Next year, just don't hit the gate. Like, is it a magnet? Did he get messed with? It's weird, but yeah. Anyone else see Weege talk to the manager of Ducati team about Barsha? Tell me how are not trying to talk down that crash. I don't know what you're talking about there. Tell me how are not trying. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't quite get what you're saying, but yes, they downplay the crash, the accident. I love that Alpine Star put out the data on that thing. So there's no faking it. Aaron 130. I don't get the hate towards Degan. If you watch the races from back in the day, they raced much harder. Now Degan bumps someone and they call for a penalty. It's crazy. I will say it's a little bit different. When you watch those races from the 90s and you watch the speed differential, like between top guys, it's like these guys are going so much faster. It's almost like road racing. It has more consequences these days. I don't think you can directly compare it, but yeah, I get the hate, but I think he actually asks for a lot of that. I think they've just subscribed to the love me or hate me, but care about me, and it's working. So yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and somebody mentioned earlier about Steve Wise. I didn't know Steve. I remember he did his chapel service at Ponca City the year I raced that, and he seemed like a nice guy. He was one hell of a racer. Me, I've done supermoto, not SMX, supermoto where you do street dirt, and that guy was amazing. He did road racing, and he always won the original Superbikers, or he was right there in the front. Yeah, so Steve Wise, rest in peace. And when they said that, they're like, hey, this is probably the best all-around dirt like racer. And I don't know how you can argue that other than Jean-Michel Bale, because he did, MotoGP and Supercross. Other than that, yeah, Steve Weiss is your guy. I mean, he's really talented. Let's see. John Co. 9854. I stopped by the Bobby Piazza pits because you, Cooksey, bought a hat. Thank you. I love my boy, Bobby Piazza. Living the dream. Still making night shows. Good for you. Yeah, Bobby's a good guy. I'll bet you, and I don't know, I'll bet you Bobby talked to you, and he's just a good old kind of like New York type guy. He's just cool. I like Bobby P. So I'm glad you're helping him out. Let's see. We got many fourth place interviews today. Do you think the AMA was covering and justifying the Degan penalty? 1000% Moto X Racer 87, 100%. They're covering for it and they're serving notice. If you don't do exactly what we say, you will be penalized. And they're flexing their muscles on people. It's bullshit. So let's see. All for the segment. And keep the glasses for these chats too. I will, because I can't read. I'm getting old, man. I need reading glasses. So for the chats to read you guys' questions, I need the glasses. So anyway, guys, thank you. Any of you guys that have mustaches, didn't mean to offend you. I think they look dumb, but if you're taking fashion advice from me, you got a whole other set of issues. So anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate everything. Hold on. We got one more. Daniel Blair. Do you agree with Daniel Blair with not counting the SMX playoffs as championship and more like Monster Cup? No, I'm okay with it being a championship. And I think that's the only way that makes it matter. I'm okay with it. It's a separate thing. And I think it is kind of like that on its own. Mattress saying, I don't know, man, annoys me so much. Everything about that tool bag annoys me. I can't watch a show. I listen to I do watch as much as I can to get information, but I listen to his like the review on 1.5 speed. So anyway, guys. All right. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll have more content for you guys this week. And I really do appreciate you guys. I'll be working on some giveaways, and I'll catch you later. What a hell of a race. How about Tomac? Damn.